pay the front line, take the don'ts. He's coming out again for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. 4-4's the point, mark 4. Ace, deuce, scraps, wants 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 4. Ace, deuce, ace, deuce, scrap, wants 4. Scrap, wants 4. Who wants the hard 4? 5 wants 4.
Check me out, chump.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 4 and he made it the hard way. Pay the front line, take the hard. You have a shooter and a good one. Coming out for a new point. Get your bets down, ladies and gentlemen. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. He's a rolling point is 9. Place 9. 8 shooting for 9. 5 shooting for 9. Who wants to come? 6 to point.
Check me out, chump.
9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen. 9 a winner. Got a hot hand. Place your bets. Place your bets. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Who wants to come? 6 to point. Place your bets, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey everybody, how we doing? I'm Connor Shaw, and I'm drawing. I want to do an art stream. Those of you who've been keeping up with me on Twitter or saw yesterday's stream or my recent video, you probably know that things have been kind of heavy for me recently, so I wanted to vary things up a bit, get out of this rut I've been in, and I think one of the ways we could do that is by doing some art. So here's the thing. I was originally going to draw my OC, Savu, who is a lifeguard, but I'm worried that drawing someone in a swimsuit would not be cool with Twitch, and I haven't really designed a proper outfit for her yet, and I want to do something a little simpler that I kind of done before for the first time we're doing a drawing stream, so let's draw Tizian instead. I hope you all enjoy watching me struggle to draw. I think I should be okay, actually. My wrist hurts a little bit, but it's alright. I think we're fine. I hope this is a good place for the camera. I actually don't know, because I'm covering up my brushes by doing this, but the alternative is covering up the... oh, you can't see my cursor. Oh, heck. Hang on. I might be able to do something about that. Let me see if I can't fix that. Capture cursor is on. Why can't you see it? That's weird. Oh, there you go. I have to be tabbed in to Clip Studio. That's better. Okay. What's poppin'? Holy hell, you don't know what's going on anymore. We're drawing. We're gonna do some art. So let me make a new canvas. We'll do 8,000 by 8,000 as I usually do. Draco, I haven't even done anything yet. I'm gonna draw you before we do anything. I'm gonna draw you a heart for 15 months. 15 months. Let's do a heart. Just warm up. That is the wrong color. Yeah. Yeah, love. Love. You did it. Alright. Thank you very much, Draco. 15 months, holy shit. How's the defund going today? Don't know yet. We'll see. Okay. Those of you who have never used Clip Studio Paint before, which is the program I'm using here, it's a one-time payment program and highly recommend it. I'm still learning to draw. I've been doing it for under a year. I started in September of last year. I think it was September or October of last year. So one of the things Clip Studio offers is body types. You can use a 3D drawing tool to help you get anatomy correct, and I'm still using that. It's something that there's no shame in using, but also it does help out. So we're gonna use that today as well. Other way, there we go. Just to help, so I don't fuck up the anatomy in any particularly major way. How people can draw with the mouse and not a brush. I'm drawing with a pen. I have a tablet. I have a Wacom tablet that I'm drawing with. So let's see the pose we want to do. That's why I wanted to ask you all. I want to do something vaguely simple. I want to keep it like at most thigh up, but like maybe waist up. Something kind of simple. So what kind of pose should I do? What's up, art gang? Cat girl, hey, how you doing? Isn't it Mermay? Do an ooh-woo. I don't want to do an ooh-woo face. Selfie pose. He's from a fantasy universe. I have like base poses here, but then I can edit them further from here. Squatting. Slavic squat. I could... Dabbing. Oh, wow. This was a bad idea. Vaulting. That's a bit of an action-y pose. I did one of those recently, and it's kind of tricky to do action poses. I try to keep it a little simpler. Reading a magic book. I like that. I do like reading a book. Okay. I think we can try that. Let me see a good pose to start with. Hang on, maybe like this, and then we can... Thankfully, my source filmmaker knowledge comes into play here. Well, not quite, actually. Whoops. It was the wrong place to grab. Straighten out the back a little bit. We can bring this arm down. Bring this hand up. This looks like an eat-up pose right now. Midoriya, I can't believe what you've done! You started an entire revolution! France is revolting, young Midoriya. What have you done? Okay, this pose is a little stiff. Some of it is in the chest still, the whole thing's still being bent a little bit where it ought to not be. So I want to bring the arm in a little. How long will the stream be? Until I finish the piece. Again, I'm gonna keep the scale of the piece simple, so that doesn't take too long. 3 hours would be my guess. Somewhere around 3 hours. Just want to tilt the head up a bit. I'm imagining holding a book with one hand and kind of looking at it. This is 10 times better than posing SFM. Yeah, that's fair. Give me the Chaos Emeralds or I'm putting her in Minecraft. So again, this pose is a touch stiff. I think part of it is... Yeah, there we go. That's a little better. I think the shoulders are a little too stiff too. Relax those a little. Let me relax the hand down here too. Just kind of a relaxed hand pose. Okay, so now I want to zoom the crop in a bit, because we don't need the entire body in the frame. We're only going to be drawing from like the thighs up, I'd say. So we can zoom in. Let me zoom out here. Can I get like somewhere in the middle of this? No? Okay. Problem is if I scroll wheel, it'll just zoom the doll. The perspective is a little much for what it is. Let me tone down the perspective a bit. 2.5, yeah. Is it still a little stiff? Again, like, that's something I can come across in the lines, too. I can have to, like, it's not like I have to draw, like, one for one what the doll is. Afterwards, the lines can be a little more relaxed. How did you import 3D models? They're all there, but you tried dragging and dropping and won't let you. For me, it's just dragging and dropping. It just creates a new layer. You go to body type, and then grab one of the models from here. Under 3D body type, grab one of the models. These are custom models that I saved. So like I will drag one of these generic models in, like just drag and drop, and then you can edit them here to have all the ass you want. And you can edit them to have the widest ass in America. Yeah, okay, well, it's still pretty flat, but you get my point. Your spindly toothpick legs. I don't know why I won't make sure you're under body type, because if you're under pose, it won't do the same thing. I never got the 3D model editor to work. Like the one that Clip Studio comes with. I think the whole body is leaning a little too much. Maybe I just need to relax the shoulders even more. Maybe I think the arms look a little stiff because like it's all kind of fixated right now. I want to just bring it in a little. A little. Don't clip. Just a little. Okay, so you try to make an Uncle Sam once you poster on SFM, it doesn't go well. I used to make SFM posters, which is why I have a vague idea of how all this kind of pans out. All right, so I think I'm okay with that, because again, it's not a one-for-one thing. I'm going to use this as a reference. So now we'll grab the pen and brush size 60. Yeah, that's okay. I use big brushes. Just gonna, I like to do my construction lines in purple. And then we're just gonna kind of vaguely maybe 50. We'll follow the guidelines that we've created here. Because I don't follow them one for one. So construction lines are literally just like simple lines. So I'm just gonna draw a circle where the head is. Like a kind of an oblong shape. Get the ear too. I am gonna use the doll a little more than most people would because I'm not in the best of shape right now. Kind of have a sharp chin. And follow this line that it gives us to know where the nose is and relatively where the eyes will be. So see, we're just creating a horrifying faceless monstrosity. Do you have a drawing tablet or using a mouse? I have a Wacom tablet that I'm drawing with. Maybe have him stroking his chin a little. Yeah, maybe having the arm hanging is a little generic. I think you might be right. Maybe I could try bringing his arm up. Or maybe he's trying to cast something. So it could be like his head is tilted towards the book, but his eyes are looking at his fingers. So I can do a kind of casting-ish pose. I can just take one of the poses here and then like work it from there. It's like this. Tilt the hand down a bit. Come on, let me... Whoa. Actually, that's okay. Tilting the whole body like that a little bit's okay. I think I want to bring this other finger up too. I kind of liked having the second finger up. Although I feel like that's going to be a phallic pose. So maybe it'll just be the one. Okay, and let me tilt the head a little more this way. And we'll redo the headlines, that's okay. I feel like the neck's a little stiff now, though. There we go. Okay, yeah, we're gonna redo these headlines. Oh, whoops. That's better. Do you have a drawing tab? Oh, yeah. And the book I can probably just draw without any sort of reference. I can probably just kind of figure it out. Okay, once again, just gonna vaguely follow it. Create my own line art from the doll. This isn't cheating or anything. I know a lot of people, including myself, feel like it is. But you're just using the tools you have at your disposal that you purchased, and it's still your drawing. You're just getting help with anatomy. Like, it's just skipping a step and using a IRL posing doll or the like. And kind of just have a better vague idea of where everything should go. Using reference is never cheating. Exactly. It can feel like it, but it's not, because if your lines aren't good and if your coloring and shading and posing isn't good, then the whole piece won't be good anyways. So okay, from here, we should probably try to figure out this book real quick. So I'm imagining the spine of the book being here. Well, it would rest with his hand, so like here, which means one way would be this, and another way would be kind of this. Oh, whoops. That's a little too tilted, isn't it? Those towers, these towers sure are tilted. Jesus. Maybe not a book, maybe a scroll. Or maybe it could be that, like, it's a fireball. Yeah, that, you know, a fireball. And then he could have like an oh face and he's pointing at it. Perfect. Actually, I like this a lot more. Shit. I do like the idea of him surprisingly casting a fireball. Okay. Alright, I'm down. He's gonna shoot it with his finger gun. Excellent. I like to draw my necks a little thinner than the dolls have, because I feel like it's a bit too meaty for this boy. So like, see how there's like, this line kind of curves, the line of like the arch of the shoulder kind of curves a little bit there in a way that looks a little stiff. I'm just going to simplify the whole thing, because that's a style choice. I'm going to simplify the whole thing into one line that just curves slightly. I will still accentuate muscle, because this is Muscle Boy to an extent. Still Twink, let's but you know, Muscle Twink, Twunk. So hands also suck. The doll, like the number one reason I use the doll is because of the hands, because hands fucking suck. Again, I try to simplify the lines of the hands. Hands are the worst. Okay, and then close in. There we go. That's better. The fingers can be splayed out more. I'm more imagining it's like this, and like the fireball is casting at the tip of his fingers. You watched the latest Minecraft VOD, and maybe it might be missing a note. But do we have anything against furries here? No. What? Hold up, what? Were we talking about? I don't even remember talking about furries in the last Minecraft stream. What the heck? I actually don't remember talking about furries last time. We were cracking jokes about furry OC. Oh, the Sonic Forces. Oh, no, we don't have anything against furries, no. I just think that they knew what they were doing with Sonic Forces. They absolutely knew people would just use that to make furries. Furry OCs, and that's totally okay. It's just, it's a weird thing to exist in a Sonic game. But yeah, live your best life. And I'm gonna simplify There's gonna be a lot of this. It's construction lines, so it doesn't matter that much if it's wrong. Speaking of construction lines, for the torso, I'm gonna oversimplify because the doll has a lot of bends and the like that aren't quite ideal. So we're gonna do a slight boxy hourglass figure. Like we're gonna bend in a little. There we go. And then bend in and then out just ever so slightly. Make good thighs. Requirement of all my OCs is that they have good thighs. This is a nice stream. I hope this is. Just draw it slowly instead of failing 5 times. If you draw it slowly, you get worse lines. It doesn't matter as much when I'm doing construction, obviously. But like I want like crisp lines. So it's just good practice to do it when I'm even if I'm just doing construction. So like I want to get like nice, long, crisp, unbroken lines. But if I draw it slowly, see, you can see a lot of imperfections in the lines. That's not what I want. Again, this is just construction. None of these lines are going to be final. This is literally just a guideline for myself for later. There we go. Just accentuate the muscles some more. Get those muscles in order. Nice. Alright, this finger is gonna suck. But we're gonna do it. Yeah, if you draw lines slow, the problem is you just get like that line. You can see a lot of like little bends and cricks in it, which is not a bad thing if that's the style you're going for. But that line, well, okay, not quite that line, but like that one just has like a nice straight edge to it that I like. Now, when you're drawing at 8,000 by 8,000 like I am, it's a little harder to notice, but nonetheless. Yeah, you get jitter. I have stabilization on. You might notice, actually I don't have it set here, but I have stabilization on my lines. So like, as I'm drawing lines, it's not perfectly tracking my pen. It's a little bit behind, but by doing so, it's also correcting little imperfections in the line. And also I have a little bit post correction on, so you might notice after I take the pen off the pad. Well, okay, not on any of those. Okay, well, not on any of those either. Okay, but not on that one either. Okay, well, it was doing it. Yeah, see right there, it changes a little bit. That's it post correcting to like fix small imperfections. And that's good. I wanted to do that. Fucking hands. So this is the first phase of do art for me, is get the basic outline and proportions. Then the second phase is to add all of the things that the doll can't help me with, and it's good because they shouldn't help me with because it's my art. Which are details on the body, clothes, face, hair, all that. Things that you gotta do yourself. Otherwise, it stops being your art if every last detail is prepared for you. So for instance, we have basic proportions and outline done here, but that's all the doll can really do for us. The doll can also help us with shading, but I don't really use that guideline. I kind of just do it myself. So like the neck, for instance, here, now that I look at it, it's kind of fucked. So let's see if we can't correct this a little. It's because I made the neck thinner and tried to still connect the line in the end, and it makes the whole neck look a little wrong. So I will make the neck a little thicker as a result. Because the line for the neck should connect up here. I'll just have it bend in more. And same goes for here, just have it bend in a little more. And have this line bend in a little more. Maybe not, actually. I think when I put on the shirt here, the whole neck situation will look a little nicer. Right now it looks a little fucked because the neck's leaning forward a little. But I think it'll look okay once we get the shirt on. Speaking of which, let's do that. So let me do this on another layer. So let me actually try to bring this in a little more. Whoops. Yeah, the problem is if I do that, see, that looks much more wrong. But the cool thing about digital art is I can fix this whole thing. Oh, whoops, that's wrong. Oh, lasso, there we go. So I think the neck needs to be a little longer in general and a little higher up. I think right now it's just like, it's hunched in a little too much and it looks wrong. Like that looks a lot better to me. And then when we put in the shirt. Yeah, this is looking a lot better already. Yeah, okay, I much prefer that. Even if it goes off the doll proportions, that doesn't matter. Because even if the anatomy's not quite right, it doesn't matter. If it looks better than the alternative, like if it looks more accurate than the alternative, then that's fine. Like you can cheat in art and make it not quite one-to-one human realistic if the end result looks better and more realistic than what the technically correct version would be. Simplifying is not a bad thing. Alright, so Tizian's outfit here is this kind of long robe with the sort of skirt tunic type thing below it. So kind of just below the hips here, maybe a little lower. Is where we'll add the lines of the sash. Again, these are not final lines. I will go over afterwards with proper line art. In comparison, lefties are more creative than right-handed people. That's an interesting argument I've never heard before, to be honest. Alright, just saving it. Is that some Instagram humor? Or some Instagram science, rather? Oh, okay. Because your left and right hemispheres are... Oh, okay. Creates stronger connections to the creative part of your brain. Okay, that makes sense. I feel like it's small things coming together to create a one giant pseudo fact that isn't technically right, but has truth behind it. So like people take like, you are like the most creative people ever are left-handed, instead of if you're left-handed, the creative part of your brain can more easily connect to your dominant hand, I guess. Oh, whoops, I'm drawing in the wrong layer. It doesn't matter, but it's a little annoying. Because if I was drawing on the upper layer, then I could just erase these lines down here without much worry, but it doesn't matter either way. Can we drop here? Shorts and the modesty shorts end slightly here, and the tunic kind of pokes out from under, or the robe kind of pokes out from under his tunic there. And then we have the band upon which a knife is kept, which I actually will also draw the knife in. Again, all of this is not final. I can change this anytime I want to. That's the beauty of digital art. So I'm probably going to move the knife a little closer to him, because that looks a little whack. That's better. Okay. And all the other lines down here I can figure out over time. No, yeah, I'm saying there is truth to it. I'm not saying there is no truth to it. I'm saying that people like take those little truths and then run away with them. So funny enough, these gloves that I have Tizian wearing here, you can see them in the preview up here. These kind of like two-fingered gloves. The reason I did that is because I wanted to give him gloves, and I wanted a good reference. And I have an artist's glove here. I don't use it because the friction of it is actually a little problematic with my particular tablet, but it makes for a good reference. Being able to look at my own hand and then look at how it falls. So for this particular one, I can literally just, and just like glove will be here. I'll just draw some lines to symbolize like hey, glove here. I'll probably simplify this line down here because that looks a little whack right now. And then for this one, the line will kind of fold down here, and all of this will be glove. Righteous, take it easy, bud. You were literally just about to ask about the gloves. Yeah, I wanted something I could reference and something that looked unique. Okay, I'm gonna swap to a lower brush size for doing fingernails and knuckles. For the knuckles, I just kind of do a little bit of a V. And for the nails, just, you know, nails. That's a little big. Just add some lines for the detail of the hands. Again, I'll probably simplify that at the end. Same goes for over here. Although we're not seeing the nail on the thumb in this particular shot. We are for the middle finger, which again I'll simplify in the end because it's a little much right now. But I can draw just some small details there. I'll probably just like shade the whole thing there to the point where you can't even see it anyways. That's what I usually do with the hands. I feel like it adds kind of a good style to it. Yeah, exactly, Julia. That's what I was thinking. Do you really need a smudge guard with a non-display tablet? It was because I kept drawing dots with the connection of my palm to the tablet. Like I would keep accidentally like making dots. I didn't do it that time, and that's kind of my point. I think it might have just been weird one-off coincidences or whatever, but it happened consistently enough times that I was like, oh, well, it's based on electrical connectivity, or no, it actually is just a touch tablet. Yeah, I can just move around with my fingers. I cannot draw with my fingers though, because it's based on click, but it still kept accidentally drawing somehow. I think it might have just been something wrong with the pen. Okay, now we're gonna do face. So I actually based the eye shape off of characters in Black Clover I've been watching. Where it's kind of like curves near the middle, and then it's jagged lines connecting at the edge. This might be a little small. We'll see. Actually, that might be okay. And then on the side, they'll be a little smaller. There we go. It might still be a little small, but again, beauty of digital art, I can do this. Now they're bigger. Crazy. Okay, so we want to kind of face. Like a Actually, I just realized that I adjusted the placement of the head a little bit afterwards, so the reference of where the eyes should go based off of the doll are gonna be useless to me, but that is totally fine. I can figure it out on my own. That might be why it looks wrong. I think it's a little too high up, or it's a little too low down. No, it's a little too high up. Oh no, it is a little too low down. Well, whatever. I'll just leave them there for now. I can move them if I need to later. Line for the nose. Let me erase these reference lines up here because I don't need them anymore right now. I can just draw. My own nose there. Now we're drawing an ooh. That's what we're drawing. We're drawing an ooh. No, yes, that's perfect. And yeah, the whole thing feels like it's a little too close together, perhaps? Maybe it's right. I'll have to see. I feel like the chin might be a little low. Let me move the entire thing over a touch. Just a touch. Not that. That. The arrow on your forehead's reminding you of Avatar. Oh, I can see it. Also, I drew the mouth on the wrong layer, but whatever. Let's do the hair. Why do you sketch such thick brushes? Doesn't it get harder to put in details? I can turn down to the little brushes for like I'm at 30 right now, but I like most of my line art's at 60 or 50. I like to draw thick lines, but it helps me to visualize the whole piece better when it's when I draw the bigger lines. So I do square eyes. Yeah, speaking of, turn it down. I do square eyes for Tizian. Which I really like how this looks, the square eye look. Okay, you're gonna have to bear with me on the eyes though, because I tend to get their perspective on the eyes wrong a lot, and I have to do a lot of correcting. Okay, so this eye is a little too low down. It also should be bent up. Whoops. Damn it. Okay, I'm just gonna merge all this. Make this easier on myself. That should bend up a little. This should bend down a little. The whole head's kind of tilted slightly. The nose should be slightly lower down. I think the mouth should be... Actually, I think the mouth's pretty much fine. And then I draw thicker underlines, but again, that is something I can add in when I finalize it, because the finer details are something I know about. I don't need a reference for, but nonetheless, I want to do angry surprised. That's kind of cool, actually. Okay, let's do hair. Hair will help a lot too. For the ears, I'll just do that for now. Do the fucking Butch Hartman piece of shit thing. All right. Man, I wish Butch Hartman wasn't a weirdo. Cause damn, I liked his shows as a kid, but turns out he's a bit of a weird, and like, I don't know what to do about that. Don't know what to do with this information, other than unfollow him on Twitter and move on with my life. I know I'm coming at you with a fucking hot-ass take saying that Butch Hartman's weird in 2019. Fucking forgive me for this one. Hey, Hoj. Hey, Hoj is good. Hey, Hoj is a sign of main character. And Tizian is the main character of my life. hair doesn't perfectly merge to the scalp. Yeah, Fairly Odd Parents, Danny Phantom, and a couple others. I think it should be okay. No. No, this is not helping. This is not helping. No. That's a nope. Nope. Alright, I do want to add the little line there, though. Like that, yeah. Alright, so we have some basic construction done. And details done. Let me save, and then we'll start doing line art. You're getting weirdly specific spam emails to your business email now, wondering how the heck they know. That's concerning. Oh, we should do the fire too. So, I guess it's kind of like a amorphous ball of flame. With some starch lines coming off of it. Whoops, I do that a lot. Accidentally grab the color of the background I have here. That's a little large. Let's make that a touch smaller, huh? There we go. Ooh. It almost looked like Jamie Lee Curtis pointing. Oh, don't say my OC looks like Jamie Lee Curtis. Although I guess I wouldn't mind that much, huh? Yeah, Vespi, I know that it hit you pretty hard too. Like, it's not even just that he's a jerk. If it was just that he's a jerk, I could go, okay, but he's old school. I could maybe try to see past it. But also, he's really kind of crazy. And that, like, that combination of jerk and crazy is a little much to deal with. Alright, so, normally you should start with the head. I'm gonna start with these good thighs. All characters are over 18. Dancing on the surface of his hand too. Again, those are little things I can add when I'm doing the line art, because I don't wanna over complicate things from the get-go. Scope creep is very much a thing when drawing, as well. I don't wanna accidentally want to do too many things at once. What did Butch do? He shat on artists in general who he feels like are cheating or inferior, and also he tried to start he kickstarted a Christian streaming service that then he didn't tell people was a Christian streaming service until after it got funded, and then asked for another like multi-million dollars. It was a whole thing. Nope. Hey, there we go. Actually, no, it's lopsided. Make this a little thinner. That's pretty good, but I also accidentally cut into that line. I should draw on another layer, but I can fix this. It's okay if the lines kind of intersect each other a little here. I can't tell. I don't know if you'll be able to tell on stream, but these spots where the line intersected are a little darker because the texture my lines have kind of gets overlapped. But I don't really mind. I think it adds a little character to the art in the end of things. Do you never rotate your canvas? I do sometimes. It just actually no, rotating would have helped me there. I know I can rotate by small amounts. Actually, maybe in this case I should rotate it a little bit, you're right. Oh. Oh. I'll just have the blade go all the way down to the bottom of the screen. Again, things that even if they don't make total sense might look better in the end rather than having it start to bend in right as it goes off screen, because that would look a little weirder. I do have the line for the thigh kind of overlapping there, which makes it look like it's in diagonally, which is good. That's actually a look I wanted it to have. So I did a flat line there that time. I just noticed. Interesting. Maybe I should do that because it makes it look a little thinner. Like right where the blade intersects with the band, I did a flat line in the piece where it's satcheled. Just wanna clear this up a little. Actually, yeah, I think that does look nicer. And then have the blade come out a little. Yeah, that looks nicer. That looks much nicer. I dig that. Okay. But this line should bend in a bit because it's being pressed in. And it's also a good look. It's a good look to have the thigh lines be pressed in a little when something like tight clothes are compacting them, so to speak. It's a good look. So like right here, for instance, I'll do it like that. Bend it back a little. E. I kind of drew this wrong here, I just realized. 25 viewers for art, not bad. Have you ever done a Bob Ross painting? No, I never had the materials, but I did watch a lot of Bob Ross growing up, which is really relaxing. Ooh. I'll do the details on the blade later. So let me swap to 50 for. Whoa. I'm gonna have the tunic cover up that part of the leg a little more, because that's how it's supposed to look. I kind of bent that line in a little much, so I'll stop the line there. I'll stick with 50 for these little slightly finer lines. Oops. Hey, there we go. Yeah, this is going well, actually. I'm pretty happy with how these lines are coming out. Like sometimes it's good to just turn off your construction lines and just look at the actual line art you have and see if you're happy with it, because the worst thing I've had is after completing line art, looking at it afterwards and going, wow, I'm not happy with that at all. I drew that entire thing and I'm not happy with it. It's good to step back occasionally and go, do I like the way this is going, or do I need to stop and adjust something? Hey, that was like perfect. You do cartoons, so you don't have to try super hard to. No, it's okay. It's not like a cartoon style. Like, saying the style is more simple isn't fair because it's an art style. At the end of the day, you have to. It comes down to having an understanding of what makes that style tick, what makes that style look good, and you have a far better understanding of what makes a cartoon style look good than I do. I'm drawing in the DeviantArt style, which is I want to draw anime, but I'm new and bad. To Rabbit's statement about eyes. Oh yeah, eyes are one of my biggest things I need to work on too. I don't think my eyes are terrible, but I do think I could improve them. Okay, yeah, that looks good. This is just a little bit of the robe poking out. Let's draw 30 for these. Well, no, actually, draw 50 for the bend here. Actually, perfect. Yeah, it's like perfect. Nice. Yeah, the reason I have the style I do right now is because I experimented. And Square, that'll be the case for you too. It's the case for everyone. Like, you start by just trying to draw something that looks like something, looks like anything, and then you can kind of fall into your own style just over time as you realize, I like how this looks, or I don't like how that looks. Like, there are some people who will skip out on details altogether, or accentuate details that other people won't because they think it looks better. And if you think it looks better and people like it, then it works. It's your style. So I guess my style is thick thighs on girls and guys. It works. It works. All right. Just gonna draw the body lines. You have a weird mindset where you can visualize almost anything in your style. That's bad though, because I can't do any other style very well. I was gonna say that's a great thing, but if it makes it harder to do other art styles, that can be a bit of an issue. Something that might help with that is trying to do a draw other characters in your style thing, because you might, like, I've seen people who do like draw characters from one series in another series style. Like, I've seen people draw like characters from fucking, trying to think of a good example, from any series, it doesn't really matter, in the Dragon Ball style, and they'll realize that there's certain things about that art style that don't work, and it helps to be able to find a middle ground between them. So it might be worth trying to draw characters from from series that are totally outside of your style. Like, that's something I want to do too. I want to start trying to draw, like, I want to draw characters that, like, characters either like other people's OCs or just characters from media in general that does not at all have my style in my style, to be like, oh shit, that's how they do eyes, or like, oh wait, this doesn't work because of this, because this is how I draw this. Another. Yeah, looks okay. I mean, this line doesn't need to be quite so accentuated. Should draw my OCs. I'd be down. I want to do a draw mutuals OCs in your style thing soon. I'd be down. Save. Yeah, I'm pretty happy with how this is coming. I feel like these lines might be a little too thin up here. But, oh, I missed a line down here. That's another good thing about turning off the construction lines for a moment. Makes it easier to see where you missed something. There we go. You've never been creative enough for OCs, unfortunately. Most of the OCs I've designed have been, I'm up late at night and I suddenly visualize something. Also, I'll be right back, everybody. I really need to grab something for my throat. I'm gonna take like a lozenge or something. My throat's really scratchy right now. Don't go anywhere, everyone. BRB. Okay, I'm back. I feel, yeah, my throat's really scratchy. I hopefully can finish this piece on the stream, but oh shit, sorry. Okay. I hopefully can keep talking long enough to finish the stream. Drink some water. Okay, where was I? Where should I pick up? Let me do the shoulders. Maybe I'll do the top of the chest with a little thicker lines. Hey, that's pretty good. Oh, whoops, that's not an eraser. That's not a big enough eraser. There we go. Come on, I don't want to draw the muscles too pronounced. I can fix this up here. Let me just connect these lines a little. It's okay if it's a little jagged. That's part of the style. Just a little jagged here and there. I think that's good. Oh, excuse me. I want to try and do some like glowing light cast on Tizian's face for this piece, kind of like I did for that like 1 hour doodle I posted a while back on Twitter. Because it's a fireball, it should be glowing. So connect some tissue here. You were dissatisfied with your logo and you just finished publishing a new one everywhere? Awesome. I don't know why, but like rebranding is one of the most weirdly satisfying things I've been able to do. Just like out with the old, in with the new is very satisfying. Just getting rid of something that you're not happy with and replacing it with a new exciting take on it, so to speak. Hey, that's pretty nice. Oh, Clark, thank you for the bits. Hey, bud. Yeah, let's trying to find a middle ground for thickness here. The way the lines bend isn't quite right here. You need to stay consistent with your logos for once. That's fair. Finding consistency can be a challenge, at least it has been for me. Like the kind of pixel style that I have for my stream is a little dated for me. Like I mostly do a I try to do like a sketched style now for other things. Like my Twitch description, for instance, is kind of the style I'd like to achieve. Hopefully that's okay. Hands are going to be an issue, but we'll sort it. We're getting there. We're getting there. Again, I think these lines look really good. Redesigning OCs is something you do too often. Is it a bad thing to redesign? Why, Echo? What did you do even? It's not a great thing to join someone's stream and ask them. Yeah, no, I didn't want to see that shit on my timeline, my dude. That wasn't really cool. Hey, Monster Man. Here, let me rotate this a little. Fingers sort of bent. Did I have the perspective on the fingers all wrong? Hold up. No, that's right. Yeah, okay. I'm actually gonna just for a second draw from the doll, because it is looking like I think my construction lines, I might have misunderstood the perspective a little bit. I just want to make sure I don't get it wrong. There we go. You have trouble motivating yourself to do anything that I won't do absolutely perfectly the first try, which is not great for art. I do that still, even now. I don't feel like doing something if I feel like I'm gonna fail it. But I was able to get over it for art because of how badly I wanted to draw. Yeah, that's a lot better looking. Alright, now let me put on 20. Is the fingernail too big? I think it might be okay. A little higher than that. And for the thumb, just gonna do like a swirl. Yeah, okay, that's pretty good. Excuse me. Okay, can you not, like, do this stupid edgy humor in my chat? It's just not good, it's not funny, and I don't get it. Is that a little? No, he's leaned a little, so it should be okay. I was worried this line was a little too high up compared to the other shoulder line, but he's kind of leaning in a little, so it's fine. And remember, this part of the hand is glove, so it's all good. I'll just color all that in afterwards. Not a real artist. Oh, that's a mood. What's up? Welcome aboard. That's a mood and a half right there. Is this with mouse only or draw pad? Draw pad. I'm using a pen. It's a Wacom tablet. I actually don't know. Is it Wacom or Wacom? Or some other third pronunciation that I couldn't even imagine? No, yeah, that's fair. Yeah, that guy was being a creep. If someone joins, the first thing they say is unblock me on Twitter, I'm already a little Wacom? Wacom? Okay. Anyways, but yeah, I'm already a little skeptical of anyone who does that. Not much. Just a creep who I blocked on Twitter because they sent me a picture of a deflated horse. We banned them. That's all. The Wakanda brand tablets. Made with vibranium, because I guess vibranium also makes you good at art now. Because I guess vibranium just does everything now. Thanks, MCU. Vibranium is a source of power. Also, it's indestructible, except to other vibranium. Also, it's real fast. Also, it's super good at, like, teaching Spanish. And also, it can drive real nice. Also, it'll save kids trapped in mines underground. It'll get us to space. It does everything. How? It's vibranium, that's how. MCU. MCU later. Haha. Man, I could be a YouTuber. Anyways. The corpse of an animal. Boop. Appreciate that, Carl. Thank you. Alright, this is going decently. Almost done with the body. Then we'll be on to the head. So, do 40 for this hand. I like to draw the tips of the knuckles pretty angular. I have seen Endgame. I quite enjoyed it. I'm not going to discuss it that much because I don't want to spoil people by proxy. But I think if you're a fan of the MCU in general, you'll like it. I think you'll have... You might have minor complaints here and there, but I don't think anything in the movie will, like, make you think this is the worst movie ever made or whatever the hell. If you already like the MCU, you're gonna like Endgame. That's how I see it. Are you doing a Sailor Moon gesture? I wasn't trying to. I've never actually seen Sailor Moon. I just realized. I should watch Sailor Moon. As someone who's generally indifferent to MCU films, I found Endgame to be real good too. Actually, yeah, it had pretty good just flow in general, but like it still is a movie that very much exists for people who have been watching MCU movies like since Iron Man, like I have. I don't remember what the first MCU movie I saw was, but I'm fairly certain it was Iron Man. I do remember seeing Iron Man when I was very young. Okay, let me rotate this. This is... Okay, I feel like I need to connect these lines just a little bit. Again, I hate those spoilers by proxy of people saying like that made me cry, like oh the movie made me cry. Like I don't. People can like pick up on context based off of other little things they've heard, and then piece together what happens. I've done that plenty with things, and like my brain like subconsciously does it. I don't want it to. I don't want my brain to try and figure out what happens, but my brain's like, oh, but that means it made them real sad. Do you know what would be the best tearjerker? When Mr. Thanos' pet cat dies. We don't want that. I don't want to see Taney. I don't want to see Taney the Tabby. Taney the Tabby, I'm sorry, buddy. Had to make room for Goose. That's the one. I couldn't remember the name for the life of me. Thanos going to jail, exactly. Alright, so we got the body done. That's pretty good. Again, I like kind of these more straight lines for the hands instead of trying to get all the finer bumps and whatnot. Just kind of combine it all together. Yeah, I remember Iron Man scaring me when I was younger too. Good times, being very deeply scared by movies that were not meant to be scary. Like how I was scared by Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy as a kid. Okay. Now we're onto the head. For the chin, I like to draw this thick. Maybe not that thick, but you know, thick. Because he's got a good boy chin. A strong boy chin. Okay, now let me try to correct this a little. The movie's boring to you? That's fair. It'd probably be boring to me now, too. But as a kid, it terrified me. When somebody would scream and it would zoom into the person's mouth. I never was scared by that. I was just grossed out by that more than anything. Maybe this is actually a little off looking compared to how I did the other pieces. Maybe I should just draw the neck in a little more. Everyone's head is shaped different. Maybe I'll just draw it up to here. Yeah, it's okay. That looks fine. I find them incredibly boring. They have a very dry sense of humor, but I can respect that. I like a lot of dry British humor. Well, like, I don't anymore, but I can respect a dry sense of humor. I guess is more what I'm trying to say. Here we go. I have a reference up here for how to draw ears that I'll use in a moment, because ears always fuck with me. Let's draw some hair. We'll draw hair at 40. It felt a little too random. Actually, yeah, it kind of felt like a British version of random humor. I can see that now. I think that the books captured it better. Captured the jokes better, but it was more like the presentation of the humor of the jokes rather than the jokes themselves that were funny to me. But I totally understand that, like the way it was written, and that's something that can't be captured as well in a movie. I mean, I guess it can when you have narration, but still. We'll draw a couple more bits of hair here and there. Just try to candy corn chin though. Is that a little too sharp? I like having a sharp chin, but is that a little too sharp? Hey David, it's going better. I'm feeling okay right now. Gotta fluff this hair. Make cute hair by fluffing it. Make your hair poof. Give it a lot of layers. Even if your style is simplistic like mine is, you can still give hair layers, and that helps a lot. Just by adding these couple extra jags and poofs. Adds a lot to it. You never really tried to figure it out. I actually really like drawing hair. It's like my favorite part of drawing, honestly. Trying to get it. No, trying to get it close. I think that's okay. Yeah, damn, that's pretty good actually. Yeah, drawing hair is one of my favorite parts of drawing. Okay, now we do face. And face I'm gonna do on another layer. Just so I can move things around if they end up needing to be moved around. Draw it at 30, maybe even lower. We'll see. Oh, 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 oh. Okay, eyes. Okay, eyes. How do eyes? So we'll start curve. Line down, line down. And then a thicker curve for the bottom line, because I draw the bottoms of Tizian's eyes thicker. These might be a little too sloppy looking. Let me try to clean this up a little. So the square iris is a stylistic thing, or is there an in-world reason for them? Both, but I haven't decided what the in-world reason is yet, because I don't have the world established beyond just its fantasy. But I wanted to do a fantasy character. Maybe he's a fantasy character in the modern era. Just wandering around casting fireballs at things and getting arrested by NYPD. Oops. And then I think I might have drawn that a little wide. Yeah, I feel like this eye is a little big. But again, even with my normal ass line art, I still have the ability to do that and fix it. And yeah, that looks better. Yeah, it looks a lot better actually. Excellent. All right, let me, oops, draw the irises. Did I like 20? Boop. Boop. Even as a kid, you hated coloring books and whatnot. Wait, really? Drawing girls is difficult for you? I have trouble drawing guys more than I have trouble drawing girls. I don't know what that says about me. Nope. But Tizian, I don't know. He's a bit more feminine and it makes it a little easier for me, I guess. And eyebrows. Let me see the most recent drawing of him. I want to see how I did the eyebrows in it. About the same. Okay, cool. 30 maybe. And hey, that's some line art, except the ear. The ear and the fire, we gotta do those. But hey, for the most part, that's some fucking line art. Damn, I'm pretty happy with this, actually. I wanna buy one of your shirts, but you don't wanna out yourself. Duke, what are you specifically? I think you've told me in the past, and I just wanna make sure I don't assume anything, so I apologize. I apologize for asking. If you don't wanna say, it's totally okay, by the way. All right, let me do some ears. It's for some reason taking a very long time to load between my references. Oh, because those are 8,000 by 8,000. It might have something to do with it. I deleted most of my references here in the preview because I'm on Twitch, and some of them are nude because anatomy. So I just wanted to make sure I didn't Mr. Bezos and the like. Yada yada. Put water in the book and it'll automatically color it. That's absurd. That kills, I mean, it's a cool idea, but it kills it's not a coloring book at that point. I put that more in the vein of a magic eye painting than I would a coloring book. Still confused, definitely not straight. Shit, there's a term for that. Like questioning is, I guess, the general term. Where like you know you aren't straight and you just kind of want to find out more about yourself. So like don't worry about the shirt, by the way, that's totally okay. Don't feel pressured to buy a shirt just because you don't quite know what label to go under. You don't, like, I don't expect people to, like, I don't expect the default for any queer person watching to be buying a shirt. There we go. You like the design? I appreciate that, thank you. All right, now we're gonna do fire. Which again, we'll do on another layer. Bezos says no to boobs. That's why I'm drawing Tizian. I'll do 30. And I'll do a contiguous line for this, actually, and then see how it looks. No. The answer is no. Gotta have those sharp edges. Yeah. And then interior. It's okay if it looks a little scratchy. It's fire. It's gonna look a little chaotic and around the place. Yeah, labels, I can understand not liking labels. I mostly use them for the sake of conversation and outreach, if you feel me. Like being able to connect with other people who feel the same way you do. And also just for clarity, I suppose. I get it. I also understand people who don't get it. I totally get it. Like either way. How does that look? Last line is... Oh, man. I don't know if I'm happy with that. Damn, I don't know, man. You say bye to folks while you're pan because it's easier to explain. Yeah, a lot of people do that. A lot of people do that. I have elected to have to explain what pan is to near everyone every time, but I'm okay with that to raise awareness, but I also don't expect everyone to do it because it's not the default. You shouldn't have to explain yourself to everybody. I'm just okay with doing it myself. Maybe I should add a little. I don't know. I don't know if I like how this looks. I don't know, man. I don't know. Okay, let me try this again, but this time a little sharp, sharper looking. I mean, the color will also help when we do that, but let me try it again. This time we'll do it a little sharper. Thinner and taper off at the top. Whoops. So I'll kind of just do like a vague, fiery shape, and then as I get lower down here, I'll make the lines thicker. Fire is really hard to draw. I am now understanding this. I understand now. Damn. Again, I'm okay with it looking scratchy. It's fire. Whoops. I think it's too big. I think it's too big. Make it a little smaller. Let me try kind of tracing this a little bit. Actually, maybe not up there. I don't know if I like this, actually. I'm gonna have to stick with something eventually. I don't even know how to give you tips. I can give you a bit of a sketch. It might help. It might help. I'd appreciate that. Start with a circle and then build on top of it. Let's see. If I can't make this look good, then I'll try that too. I'm getting a little closer to something I like, though. Like this. Anyways. This is getting a bit closer to something that I like. Stick your Discord stuff. You're correct. People are cool, and I like them regardless of sex and gender identity. That's a cool thing. Does pan also mean that you're ace? No. Those two things aren't intrinsically related. Asexual is no romantic or sexual attraction, I believe. Or sexual attraction and romantic attraction aren't directly linked, and you don't really have sexual attraction. Aromantic is romantic specifically. And then asexual is you don't have sexual attraction, and it doesn't factor into your romantic attachment. But pansexual is I get attracted to people based on personality. Actually, I think I'm okay with this, honestly. I think I'm okay with how this looks. Maybe I'll just, like, close in these lines a little more. Yes, Vespi, that's a good way of putting it. Like pan basically defies the gender binary inherently in its existence. Here, I'll add some bits coming off the top too. Not too many, just... I think this is actually pretty cool. Pretty cool looking. And then I'm gonna, on another layer above it, add some like stark lines just to try and define it a little more. As like something intense looking. I might tone those down a little. I think this is actually pretty cool looking. I'll start coloring and I'll leave that for last, and I can totally, like, again, it's on a different layer, so I can totally just change it later, rather. There's so many words for every little difference. Again, it's just for the sake of conversation. Alright, I'm gonna move the face onto this layer. Okay. Now we'll start coloring. So let me just go back to my Tizian reference sheet. Okay, we'll do color. I don't really know about ethnicity in this particular case, like what ethnicity Tizian would be in a sort of fantasy world. I just didn't want to draw a bunch of white dudes. I want to vary it up a little more than that. And I also just really I feel like a problem of artists, this might be getting to some dicey territory, so please correct me if I'm being ignorant here, but I feel like a lot of artists who draw what they know will end up making all their characters look vaguely similar to the people they see around them. So when you're someone like me who lives in Missouri, in a particularly bad area, and also grew up in northern Maine, like I don't want to draw a bunch of white people. Oh yeah, I'll look. Ooh, okay. Hang on. Yeah, I'm gonna reiterate what I did with the fire, based on what you just did. Thank you. So here, I'll drag that reference into, so everyone else can see. I'll drag that reference in. You try to be a little more diverse. It's always a good thing to acknowledge, if nothing else. So, okay, I see what you kind of did is like a spiral in the middle there. I want to give that a whirl. So, okay. So we'll use a... I'll draw it black for now, but I might change the color of the line afterwards. Try to make it like very scratchy looking. I don't want to exactly copy what you did, of course. Okay, like kind of in and out the lines a little. That's really pretty, Julia, damn. Again, this is very rough, and then I'll add layers to it. And I might make this whole thing smaller too. And I might change the color of it. I think I'll do the fire totally different than I do the rest of the line art. I kind of like these like shards of glass sort of look. Yeah, this is really cool. Thank you very much. That's so cool looking. All right, let me change the scale. And then I will probably change the color of the line and then just kind of shade in the middle of it. Actually, let me do that right now. So, okay, I want it to be... I want it to be kind of orangey fire, like fire. Maybe 100? Something like this. Very soft, you don't have a lot of hard edges. Ooh, that's a little too orange, huh? And then I'll kind of blend in other shades of red and yellow into it. This is not how I normally shade, obviously, by the way, or color, rather. I'm just adding... I'm just gonna do it very vague. And then change it afterwards. I don't mind it being scratchy and a little off because it's fire. It's supposed to be very, very, you know, chaotic and imperfect looking. That's a good way of putting it. And we'll blend all this together, don't worry. That's a little too yellow. Okay, and then we'll blend it. That's a little too much blend. It's kind of just turning back into one color. Maybe blur instead. Yeah, that's more what I was looking for. Yeah, that's more kind of the style I was looking for. Look at that! Okay, now let me change the color of the lines to be a little, like, maybe like a stark red. Whoops. Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah, I'm definitely coloring the lines. Maybe a little more stark than that. Yes, that looks a lot cooler. Thank you very much, Julia. That helps a lot. You use the smudge tool a lot. Yeah, exactly. I'm using blur here. I use hard cell shading, so I don't ever smudge or blur tool unless it's background. That's pretty much what I've been doing, but I don't mind for like magic, making it look a little weirder. Here, maybe I should let me just see how that looks if I... It gives it a very interestingly staggered look if I do it like that. It reminds me of like Hungry Caterpillar. Looks like that. That's not what I'm after. This is very cool looking, damn. Alright, so now let me color the rest of it. I can delete this layer now, I don't need that. Here, let me color code these two so I don't lose track of them. Green, I guess. There we go. Alright, now I'm gonna color the rest of it. Do the hair. And short. And glove. The reason I expand like that is just to make sure I'm coloring under the lines a little too, so I don't just leave like gaps where the coloring is missing because it was near the edge of the line. There we go. Every bit of the brush is a tool. Ooh. He looks really clean. Like, those are some really clean lines. Thank you. I like clean with a little bit of scratchiness to it is exactly what I'm looking for. Okay, so that's done. Oh, hey Maria, what's up? We're drawing. We're drawing my original character, Tizian. Oh boy, I can't wait to get insulted by everybody here. What's up, everyone? We're drawing a character. We're doing art. That's what we're doing. I forgot that bit part of the finger. Let me fix that too. Color all that in. Welcome aboard, everybody. We're doing art. Hopefully I didn't miss anything here. It looks fine. That's part of the benefit of drawing at such a large scale. I can zoom in really far and still like notice all the fine little details, make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh, I missed that too. Whoops. Get that in a moment. Also there? That's weird. Oh, because it was like the bits of the fire on the fingertips. I'll deal with that in a moment. The coloring layer, coloring the nails. Yeah, it's here. Get rid of that. And then also, will you be posting this in Discord when you're finished? Yes. Yeah, I'll post it in the Discord when it's done. Hello, Smallman Connor. Welcome aboard, everybody. I hope you're vaguely enjoying what I do here, which today is art. Today is drawing a character because I felt like it. Not really particularly going for any sort of goal or anything. I just felt like drawing. Also, I forgot to do undershading. No, I'll do that after I do color. So, like under the neck shading. Probably put this in the background while I finish up sporking your own. That's cool. That's totally cool. Enjoy yourself. Grab silver. Make sure I'm not missing anything. Well, I'm obviously missing the knife down there and the face, which I will deal with in a moment. Let's grab brown. Still use the darker shade of brown. Right now, it's fine. Also, I forgot to add the little kind of like bends in the line, bends in the hilt of the blade here. There we go. Yeah, that's what I was missing there. For the blade itself, is it all the same color? Yeah, it's all the same color. I keep forgetting little things like that. Oh, whoops, it's line art. That's wrong. Well, it does actually look kind of neat. Huh. For a metal texture, that actually looks kind of good. Maybe I'll do that in the future. Yeah, maybe I'll do that in the future. That looks pretty nice. There we go. Alright, now face. Excuse me. Is this for D&D something? No, it's just a character I designed. I do play D&D occasionally, but this is just a character I designed for the sake of it. I just felt like drawing. Maybe it should be a lot darker than that. I don't actually know how to do this mouth, because I could do the teeth, but I think that might look a little weird. I mean, I could try doing teeth, but I think that would look weird. Teeth would look weird, yeah. Maybe... Maybe if I do that with a lighter color. More like a tongue-ish color. No, not that. That. It's a little darker than that. That's actually kind of good. We'll see. We'll see where that goes. Maybe I'll change that later. All right. Eyes. Oh, I forgot up here too. There we go. Now eyes. For the eyes, I can't really like properly, or for like the outside of the eyes, I can't really just like grab an area and then fill. I have to do it manually because it's an anime style thing to not completely draw off the eyes. Okay. Saul, welcome aboard. Hey Connor, just passing by to say your drawings are really good. Can't wait for you to improve any more. Thanks for your content. Have a good day and evening. Lita, thank you very much. I appreciate the people just stopping by to say cool, nice things. That makes me happy. Thank you. Hope you have a good day. Thank you for stopping by. Oops. And yes, welcome aboard. Okay, we're almost done the coloring, and then we're gonna do shading. So for the eyes, I just do one flat color and then angle in a second color. It's kind of on a diagonal. Just an aesthetic thing I like. That's a little high up. There we go. All right, so the flat is complete. Now we're gonna do shading. Are you drawing with a mouse or a tablet? Tablet. I have a Wacom tablet. Ooh, neck. Okay. So first thing we're gonna do with shading is do like the under neck shading, and it's just an anime aesthetic thing. Where the shading is so harsh, like under your chin. And it's just kind of like crossed lines under the chin like this, except I do mine a lot thicker because I don't particularly care for how that looks. I think that looks a little strange. But I will draw mine a little thinner this time just to experiment. Having the color from the fire reflecting off his face would be good. Yep, that's the plan. When we do shading, that's the plan. The flat color is just that, it's a flat color. But the shading will be different. I think that could work. It's a little lighter than I usually do it, but I think it'll work. Okay. Now we're gonna do shading. So the way I do shading is on a linear burn layer. Set it to like 40% transparency. I do two colors for shading. One of them is for skin tones, and one of them is for pretty much everything else. So we'll start with skin tones. I'll mark it so I don't forget it. So the way I do shading is pretty similar to the way I do coloring, where I just grab sections of the sections that I want to edit. Although I forgot to paint that in black. I'll do that in a moment. Grab sections I want to edit. I'm going to do some pretty harsh lighting on this because I want the fire to be the focal point of illumination. There we go. Saying hi from Kraz. He asked for it in Discord. Oh, is he not able to watch the stream right now? Tell him I said I appreciate you. That's what I said. So, yeah, we're gonna do, again, pretty harsh shading. So, like, the shading will be coming from... I think I might just, like, totally shade this leg. Actually, I might just totally shade the legs in general. Because, like, I'm going to do pretty much the same thing I did with that sketch, where, like, it'll kind of be a cone of lighting coming from here. Maybe I'll do a little bit. Maybe I'll erase a little bit here. Like that, yeah. Nuclear Boss, what are you doing? How you doing? Not what are you doing? How you doing? Welcome aboard. Shading the thumb here. I gotta remember to get the fingernails too. But kind of leave the fingers. Leave the fingers unshaded. What's the background gonna be like? I don't know. Yeah, I'll do something simple because I don't want to be here forever. I'm just gonna totally shade under the neck. Something like that. I missed a couple spots to shade in up there. I'll get those in a moment. But yeah, again, the lighting's kind of coming in on his face. And again, the shading looks stark and I love it. I can also adjust how stark it is, see? I do like it being stark, though. Maybe a little less stark, though. 35. Maybe that'll be better. Let me get the bits under the hair here. Also by the nose, that as well. This shading for the nose doesn't technically make sense, but again, it looks better than the alternative. Here, let me try to make these lines a little harder. Okay. And a little tiny bit under the lip. A darker background. I think it'll be kind of like a cobblestone wall background from Minecraft. I'll just rip the texture. I won't do that, no. That ain't happening. Okay, I messed up here. There we go. And I missed the fingernails. Actually, no, that one shouldn't be. That's fine. Okay. VVV music is so good. It kind of gets you into making your own chip stuff. Go for it. Like, I'm pretty sure Fama Tracker is free, isn't it? And that's like the tech you would want to use for it. You're drawing at the same time? Hell yeah! I'm glad other artists are here and enjoying, or at least experiencing what I'm doing. I don't know if you're enjoying it. That's presumptive of me to say. I'm just gonna paint this in black. There we go. Now we will do another layer. Again, about 35%. Another linear burn. But this time, instead of the shade of color, which is about here. Ah, my wrist is starting to hurt. I gotta wrap this up. Instead of this red, we're going to use a blue instead. Use that for everything else. It'll just look better on other objects than the red will. The red will like brighten the object a little more, but it works for the skin. Ah, my hand. There we go, just stretching. Good to take breaks and stretch. But we're almost done, so I'm just gonna get this wrapped up. That's kind of the benefit of doing harsh shading, is that the majority of it's going to be shaded anyways, so I don't really have to worry about where that shading be. I can just kind of do it. Pardon me. I don't think I'm going to shade any part of the Glover hand over there, but I will shade the hair. I don't know if I want to use blue for the hair. I don't think I have in the past because I think it brightens it a little too much. I might just use black for it, but we'll see. I'll give it a whirl and see how it looks. Bigger than that, 250. So, okay, all of this is shaded. And up to there is about shaded. Again, there's kind of a hard line here, or a cone here of shading, so I'm gonna try to take that into account. Oh no, okay, the blue looks okay on the black. On the white though, actually no, that works still. It's stylized a little bit, but that's not a bad thing at all. Shade that all in. And I'll bring the shading up here a little bit where the fold is of his robe. And then shade, oh, whoa, Windows, what are you doing? Shade under the clothes here for like where the clothes are hanging down. Okay. I'll take it easy, bud. See ya. Okay. I think for this arm up here, I'll just kind of shade down here a little bit. just a little bit for where the arm folds, for like where it rolls over, so to speak. Yeah, that gives a little more emphasis on where the fire actually starts. This should be in a little, though. This shouldn't be lit up nearly as much as it is. Let me fix this. It's okay for the shading to be a little scratchy. Ideally, it should be clean, but if it's a little scratchy, so be it. Yeah, there we go. And in here should be shaded too. Cool. Okay. Oh, and down here, let's shade the knife blade. Handle. Shade the band too. You can kind of see exactly where the light source is coming from by looking at the band here. Make this really fine. Some really fine detail. Drawing some art, Dank AF. Welcome aboard. Katie makes art. Welcome. We're almost done with this piece. Just doing shading and finer details now. Okay, so now we've done shading. Well, now next we want to do lighting, which is different, obviously. So lighting will be kind of an orange glow on the face. So I think I'll just leave this as normal for now, and I'll change it if need be. Okay, we'll do like a very intense orange here. And I'll change the color to be orange as well. On the hand as well. Okay. And then we'll just kind of, you know, throw some orange there, and then we'll fade it out. So like this looks really intense right now, but ideally we'll make it work. If this might not work, I've never quite done it like this before. I've never done this particular thing before. So we'll see if this works or not. This might not work. Bear that totally in mind. This might look like shit. We'll find out. Okay, I think it'll work. I think I just need a less intense color. Well, that's a little too unintense. I think this works, though. Does this program have blending modes? It does, but it's kind of an art style thing. Like I can blend it if I want to. But it's an art style thing I'm going for. The blend does help, but again, it's like doesn't fit the style. This is Clip Studio Paint, by the way. Maybe make it a little more red. I think this will work when we add rim lighting to it too, which we're about to do. That's the next thing we're gonna do. We're gonna oh before I forget, I forgot to shade under the eyes. There we go. Let me do that real quick. It's an important thing to shade. Gives the eyes depth that they otherwise don't have. It also adds some shine to the eyes later. I'll get rid of the overhang in a moment there. Ooh. Yeah, just like shading under the top eyelid helps. There we go. Okay. Yeah, that helps, that helps. Now we're gonna do rim lighting. So if you're wondering what rim lighting is, it is basically just white lines at the edge of color. Did I forget the hair? I totally forgot to shade the hair too. Heck, hold up. I totally forgot to shade the hair. Uh-oh. Oh, Clip Studio didn't like that. I selected the wrong thing. There we go. I totally forgot to shade the hair. Hold on a heck. Hold on a heck. Yeah, eyes have a lot of depth, exactly. Oh yeah, some styles work with unshaded eyes, absolutely. It also can depend on the character you're trying to do. Like, if you want a character to look a little more, like, robotic or inhuman, whoops, wrong layer, then having their eyes be flatter can work as well. Or, again, if it's your style, it totally is fine. Alright. Add some shading under the hair, like, folds here, basically. Again, just gives it a little depth. Hey, that doesn't look quite right because it should be shaded here too. Whoops, hold up. There we are. And then I'm also going to erase a little bit up here. Yeah. Actually, no, I should bring it out further because I want it to look like these are a little higher up. And if they're a little higher up, that also means they're a little further away from the light. So just a touch, bring these in. Yeah, that gives a little bit of a 3D effect to it, a little bit of depth. Okay, there we go. So now we have like kind of the glow of the fire. We have the shading from not being in the lighting. Now we're adding rim lighting, which will start with the hair. And literally all it is just the color white. And then just like a couple of hints of lines of white angled towards where the light's coming from here and there. Just like lighting from the edge. The rim lighting. Just like a little bit. Maybe a little bit here too. It doesn't have to be on everything. It doesn't have to be too noticeable. Just adds a little bit of depth. What is rim lighting? It's lighting around the rim of something. So like lighting just at the edge of something. So see how I kind of on the top of my head in my webcam have a little bit of a glow at the edge of my hair for my lighting? That's that. That's what rim lighting is. And you can put it on art and it gives everything just a little more depth. Makes everything just feel a little more there instead of just a 2D flat object. I don't do it for his shirt because his shirt is a dark enough material and like it's a very light, like resistant material. Unless I did do it for his shirt, did I? No, I didn't. Just for his hair. For the knife down here, I'll do it a little bit. And for his tunic, I'll do it a little bit as well. Whoops. And on his skin, I'll do it a little too. Boop. Just like, you know, a hint. Just a hint. Just a touch. That's a little too much. If you do it too much, it just looks like you forgot to color certain things. You gonna try drawing some fire too? Hell yeah! We've gotten so much better in art in what feels like a year than I've gotten in like 4. I've taken a lot of skills I had from other things and put it here. I think I just got a little bit lucky that I happen to do a lot of adjacent things like SFM, graphic design, I used to draw a lot as a kid, so like I just happened to do a lot of adjacent things that made this a little easier. I don't see it as a contest or a competition for how fast someone learns something. I think their life can, the kind of things they've done in their life can affect it. Okay, right where the shadow meets is what I want to. There we go, just a little bit of extra depth added. And now before I forget, I also want to add some shine in the eyes. What'd you make in SFM? I used to make posters in SFM. But I can't find any of my old ones because it was on my old computer, which I've since deleted. And I posted to my old Reddit account, which I've also since deleted. So, I don't think I'll ever be able to find them again. But I could probably still use SFM if I wanted to. A little bit of shine in the eyes. We're pretty much done. I want to add some glow to this fire to like really emphasize that it's glowing. I gotta remember how to do this. Where's this fire effect again? Here it is. Okay, I gotta remember how to do this. So it is, I want to duplicate the layer. Duplicate layer, bring this down, and then filter Gaussian blur. Make it a big Gaussian blur. Maybe a little bigger than that. And then make this layer a glow layer. And then make it slightly transparent. Maybe I'll blur it further. Further? Is Clip Studio just like really not wanting to render this right now? Yes, that's exactly what was happening. Here, maybe it'd be better if I put it here and then just made this slightly. I made this fully opaque and made this slightly transparent. No, wait, it's an add layer. That's right. Whoops. Yeah, there we go. Just add a little bit of glow to it. That's pretty nice. Fire looks fantastic. Hell yeah, I'm glad people like it. I've never actually seen Mob Psycho. I should watch it sometime. There's a lot of things I want to watch just to see if I like them or not. Okay, we're pretty much done. Now we're gonna do the background real quick because my wrist is starting to actually hurt a lot. Looks dope, my dude. Thank you, Katie. I appreciate that. So first we're going to just paint in the background here. Just like get a generic gray going. I could just use the paint bucket tool, but I like living on the edge. And then we're going to brush in some darker shades. Just like here and there. This is the part where it lags a lot, and I'm gonna save real quick because I don't want Clip Studio to crash. Because this is an 8,000 by 8,000 pixel piece. Just brush in a lot of different shades. Yeah, you can see the glow a lot better now that I'm adding a background. Okay, maybe some dark blues as well, just a couple of them here and there. Is it at 300 DPI? Hang on, I think it is. Export PNG. I forget. I don't know where to check. 300 DPI, yes, it's at the top. Yes, 300 DPI, 8,000 by 8,000 pixels. Why so big? Because I just draw big, I guess. Is that a bad thing for it to be that big? The other stream is lagging there? No, it's just Clip Studio. It usually doesn't lag this bad, but it doesn't help that I'm streaming right now. Okay, now this is where it's really gonna lag. I'm gonna wait for the crescendo of the song to do this. There we go. You ready for the laggiest lag? Ooh! Ooh! Ooh, I let go! Okay, no, that doesn't look... Let's see with, blend. Yeah, that's what I'm going for. I just want to get, like, a nice background sort of color. With a lot of depth to it, a lot of layers to it, and that's exactly what I was trying to get. You probably do like 2,500 by 500, it'd still be a really big file. True. Yeah, I could probably make it work. I guess I just wanted to be body pillow size. Anyways, now we're gonna add like some kind of brick, like texture. I might be able to accomplish this with decoration if I do it right. If I just make the brush size like fucking massive. Well, that's not quite right. Oh, it kind of works. And then if I blend it just a little bit, maybe blur it instead of blend it. Ooh, more lag, yes. I love it. I love when Clip Studio can't keep up. Again, it's just kind of a vague, like, brick texture. A color glow bouncing off the wall from the fire, too. Yeah, I could try doing that. That wouldn't be too hard. The lag struggle is real. Again, it's only because I'm streaming. It doesn't actually lag this badly normally. Let me try changing the color of this a bit. Maybe I'll add like a faux vignette too. I could probably do that. Hold up. I'm curious if I can make that work. So if I just do spray brush around, airbrush rather. Yeah, I could do a bit of a faux vignette, which would look cool. And I can kind of like match the shading I have on the not like that, on Tizian here. Just make it, you know, just a little subtle like that. Try to bring it back out a little, and then like right around where this fire is, also do the same thing but orange. That's not what I meant to do. Whoops. How does that look? That's pretty good, actually. Damn. Honestly, I think we got a piece here. All right, let me sign it, and we're done. Oh, excuse me. That was a bad time to do that. I'll sign it in white calligraphy. You can see me fail my signature 30 times. There we go. And Twitter handle, generally just a good thing to have on there so nobody can steal it as easily. If anyone cares to steal my OC art. That's good. And there we go. I think we're done. How the fire looks like it's got runes inside of it. That's kind of what I was trying to accomplish when I like emphasized the spiral that Julia had here. I just kind of saw the ball there and was like, what if that was like a fire spiral? Oh man, I'm really happy with how that turned out. Damn. Thank you all very much. It means a lot. All right, I'm gonna save this. I would export it right now, except I don't want my computer to hard crash as it tries to export this picture while I'm streaming. So that's gonna be the end of the stream, everyone. Thank you for giving me Drawing a shot. I hope it was at least vaguely entertaining. No stream tomorrow, as per usual. We'll be back Tuesday with more Minecraft. And then after that, we're gonna resume Phoenix Wright and also do some shooters, probably. Thank you very much for coming by. I hope everyone has a good day. Take it easy.